Yo! Welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. I am your host, Andrew Cruz, and today is October 12th. Some might call it Columbus Day, but a lot of us call it something else. Soon I'll talk about that. But first, I would like to say where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, also on Spotify, anywhere you can find podcast needs is where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also on Anchor.fm. I'm kind of recording this from there, so I'm hoping this works out greatly. That's what I'm hoping. I'm just hoping it. But also where you can find latest updates of the Cruising Podcast is at Cruising Podcast on Instagram, also at Nicetown Finest on Twitter. And then if you want to see me play some widget games, aka video games, where I be streaming that shit. Mostly I normally play Apex, NBA 2K, Call of Duty, stuff like that. Where you can find that is on Twitch at Nicetown_Finest27. So I was just about to talk about October 12th, how it's a very, very important day to some. To others, we can give absolutely two shits about the person that they talk about on this day. Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492. But the whole story isn't there. I was taught great things about this man. I was taught, they told us in school, especially in elementary school, they painted this pretty picture about Christopher Columbus. Not the bad shit, not the terrible shit that he did, but the great shit, apparently, that he did. Not that he was kicked out of Italy. He was actually exiled out of Italy. Not that, he raped and pillaged a place that he's never been before. Not that they just not bring any diseases that were native to the Europeans, but not native to Americans. Also, you disparage the name of Native Americans by calling them Indians because your dumbass thought that you landed in fucking India, but you didn't. Oh, sorry, daggone, I needed 3 more minutes without cursing. But here's the deal. I'm angry. And it's irritating that some people still celebrate this day as Columbus Day. And to me, it's a problem for me. I have a huge problem with it. I think it's stupid. I think we should not ever be, to me, the way he was taught to me in elementary school was a horrible way to teach me in elementary school. I think these kids have not learned anything terrible about this man until you get to college. Just like most other things that history related is not taught until you get to college. It's not taught probably even after you get out of college. And it sucks. It sucks that that's the way you have to learn about this fucking man. I know we all want to paint this pretty picture about some people, they weren't atrocitors, they weren't murderers, they weren't rapers, they weren't this and that. But we as children need to start we need to start teaching these kids the full story before they get out in this fucking world. There are terrible people out there. I'm sorry, everything's not going to be sunshine and fucking rainbows. Now, I will always tell a kid, yeah, man, you should always have that dream, but you never should lie to a child about someone's character. That man was a terrible motherfucking human being. And we didn't learn about that until fucking college. Until I didn't even learn about that in high school. They skipped Christopher Columbus in high school. They didn't tell us shit about him in high school. I had to learn that shit in college. And that's bullshit. Remember, by the way, when I was going to school, just in case people were like, what the fuck, man, you could have Googled it. No, when I was going to school, there was no such thing as Google. All right. There was no such thing. All right. Well, there wasn't. When I was going to high school, Google was very, very new, and internet was very, very dial up. Some kids might not understand the dial-up noise that comes out when you try to. Hopefully, you're just sitting there like, please make it past the second thing. Please make it past. Like, oh man, it's okay. But That's why I will never celebrate this day as Christopher Columbus Day. This is why I'm happy that they're taking down his statues. He is not the. How do you discover a place that already has people in it? How do you discover a place thinking that you made it to another place? And then call those people Indians like they were from India. That's what irritates the shit out of me about this whole entire thing. And that's why, I keep, I understand there's a lot of Italians out there that want to I'm part of an Italian fraternity. So this was like one of their biggest heroes is Christopher Columbus. And to me, I feel like they should be disparaging this man just like you disparage fucking Mussolini. Also, he didn't sail under an Italian flag. He sailed under a fucking Spanish flag. If anything, Spaniards should be the one that are hyped about Christopher Columbus, not Italians. He did not sail under your flag. He did not give a fuck about Italy. That's the problem. I don't even think he went back to Italy after being exiled. So just putting it out there, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all want to defend this man to the depths of you. Some of you want to say happy Columbus Day. No, you're a fucking idiot. Sorry, you're dumb. Sorry. It's not being politically correct. It's being a douchebag now at this point. So that's where we're at with that. And cool. I'll take advantage of the sales though. There's a lot of sales that happen today, and I'm definitely take full advantage of that shit. I'm cheap. Hey, I don't like them, but I'm cheap. So I'm gonna definitely, try to do what I gotta do at these malls. But this is why everybody's saying Happy Indigenous Day, because Indigenous People Day, because that's who he fucked up in this situation. That's who he fucked up, and it's not conquering, it's not discovery, because you didn't discover shit, you didn't conquer anything, you just it doesn't even make sense. Some people try to say, no, well, he really just conquered this area. So what? What did he conquer? He was an explorer. What exactly did you conquer? You didn't do shit. You really didn't do shit. Americo Vespucci is the one that actually knew where America was, not Christopher Columbus. He just got lucky. That's all that was. And he tried to sail. All right, this is my last thing about it. This motherfucker tried to sail from Spain, and he tried to go the normal route to get to Spain. To get to India. This is when India had I forgot what they used to have. I think this was the silk trade or something like this, because everything came from Asia, and then came to it from like Asia slash mostly China. Like the silk stuff went through India, then that's how they spread it out into Europe. The route that they normally took was, if I remember correctly, they used to go around Africa, or that might have been his route. No, yeah, I don't know. Fuck, no, wasn't Mediterranean. No, it wasn't a Mediterranean, because that would have been the smarter route. No, it wouldn't have. All right, so what he wanted to do was go around. I think the normal one was go around Africa, but he tried to find a different route, a quicker route to get to India. He said, there's a quicker route. He said, all I need is 3 ships, and I'm going to take this quick route, and I'm going to show you guys when I'll be back. Bullshit. That motherfucker stole from the Queen of Spain and said, fuck this noise. I ain't coming back. I'm going to go on a discovery mission, because my boy Americo Vespucci is the one that told me there's some shit out there. I'm going to be out there for a little bit, and that might be where India is. You're welcome. You're welcome for that little bit of history, facts, and knowledge that you might have not gotten about Christopher motherfucking piece of shit Columbus. So, all right. So, last week I didn't have a show. My bad. It's on me. But last week I watched the season finale of Power. I'm sorry, mid-season finale of Power. Yo, I'm not going to lie to you. The first couple episodes were a little sketchy. I ain't going to lie. The first couple were a little sketchy. I was like, I don't know if Michael Rainey can, carry a show. I don't think he can carry this show, man. We went from all the way up here to great storylines to, we went to some shit. But the storyline has gotten so much better. It's turned into Power again. It turned into what Power was. A lot of deceit, a lot of drug dealing, a lot of sex, a lot of other shit going on in the show. But you got to understand, like, I started from episode 1 of Power, and I was like, all right, this is going to be really good, because you wouldn't have noticed that Ghost was, like the first part, you just like, this dude's a drug dealer. I thought he was just a club owner, and now his son is trying to get as much money as possible to get his mom out of jail. And then, oh yeah, spoiler alerts, by the way, just in case you haven't watched the original series. This is the first spinoff series of Power. Remember, there are 4 others that are supposed to come out. There's one that's supposed to be about Tate. There's one that's supposed to be about Tommy. I think there was one that's supposed to be about Sax too, either Sax or somebody else. So at this point right now, if you don't know the storyline, and if you want to go watch it, please go watch it. It's on Stars. It's Power, called Power. You know what? I'm not going to try to spoil it for you, but they found out one of the biggest secrets of the show in the mid-season finale about Tariq and both the lawyers. So where we're at right now is that it's very juicy. And I'm guessing the next half of this season, it's going to be nothing about trying to nail Tariq for what happened. And also possibly Monet trying to take over the business that's at the school right now. As everybody might not know, he's selling weed, pills, all this shit at a Ivy League college. It's a fake Ivy League college name, but it is what it is. But this show has definitely gotten way better throughout this season. It's gotten so much better, so much more interesting. Like, now I'm at the edge of my seat wondering what's going to happen next. How are they going to do this? Because if you don't understand, this is only supposed to be one season. I think this is only supposed to be one season. This is just a spinoff season. So this is it. For real. This might be the end of Tariq's storyline. They might be cutting off these storylines because we still don't know what's going on with Tommy. We don't really know what's going on with Tate. We haven't seen Tate and Sax we're dealing with right now. So I'm very excited to see where this show is going to head after the mid-season finale. So I hope everybody buckles up and is ready to fucking go, because this is going to be great. All right. Also, next. Oh, by the way, it's called Power Book 2 Ghost. Just in case you're looking for it, it's actually really good. I think, like, the first couple episodes, if you can get through the first couple, you're gonna be very intrigued by the last 4. They actually got way better as you're going about it. Also, I got to watch The Boys. I watched the whole season of The Boys. I will advise anybody, if you haven't started watching season 2 yet, now you can watch it. Now you can. It's meant to be binged. It has to be binged. Like, every episode felt like it should have been binged. So there's only 8 episodes in the season. It's actually done very well. Like, the last episode was done very well. Like, the season would have been done great if I was able to binge it. Me having to wait, though, I was kind of anxious. Like, man, when's The Boys coming out, man? Oh, Friday, Thursday night, man. Shit, I ain't gonna watch it till Sunday, so I don't have to wait that long to watch another episode. I don't want to do all that. You still got to wait 7 days, but it feels like another episode's coming right after. And then, but we're supposed to have a spinoff series of The Boys, and also they've also announced the casting of Jensen Ackles, who is supposed to be Soldier Boy, who is supposed to be the original guy, the original American that got the Compound V. And apparently he's supposed to be way more ruthless. He's supposed to be way more ruthless than what Homelander is. I'm very, very, very excited to see where his character goes with this. I'm a huge fan of Jensen Ackles, aka Dean Winchester. And I think that he can pull off that villain role very well. That villain that thinks he's doing hero shit very well. Because that's what he kind of did as Dean when he first started out as Dean. he's kind of like a little asshole, smart ass, sarcastic type dude. That's who Dean was. And it seems like that's where we're at coming, where we're going to get with, Soldier Boy. Apparently he's a lot more ruthless and a lot more fucked up than Homelander. I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. And if you haven't watched the season, and Stormfront is terrible. She is terrible. Not as an actress, no. The character was done very well, but she was fucking terrible. Like, whoo, there were some atrocities that she has done, and also what she was connected to. And I really hope you guys enjoy this next season, but definitely it's better to binge it. I was too impatient. And so, but what I'm excited about next is The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian comes out October 30th. Yeah, October 30th. So that's not this week coming up. Damn, would it be next week? I don't know. Whatever. I don't know my weeks right now. But we get The Mandalorian. We get Mando. And then we also get Baby Yoda's back, baby. Baby Yoda is back. What? No, I'm playing. But I'm excited to watch this show because it's a space western. It's our version of a spaghetti western done in space time. For I grew up watching Clint Eastwood movies too. Not just kung fu movies. I watched Clint Eastwood movies too. The good and bad and ugly, all the rest of that cool stuff. I watched I watched a lot, man. Butch Sundance, Butch, goodness gracious, sorry. Butch Cassidy, the Lone Ranger, all that, man. Tonto, all the motherfuckers. I used to watch all of these. This show brings that feel to it in a space form, and Pedro Pascal is the shit as Mando. Also, I didn't know Gina Carano was this great of. She's actually a really good actress. And she had a lot of time to learn, but I mean, Gina Carano is a very good actress, and we're finding that out through Mandalorian. I'm excited to see more of the storyline between him. And now we're at a point where I think it's going to be him looking for. It's going to be him looking for Baby Yoda's people. That's where we're going to. Hopefully, we find out there's more. We've only met 3 of them now through the Star Wars universe. This is the 3rd Yoda species that we don't even know the name of that is going to be that's been introduced. So maybe we get the whole society of these people. We might. I don't know. Hopefully we do. But I'm excited because every episode seems like it's its own thing. It's its own entity. And that's what I love about this. And because it's different directors doing it, it feels like a different show every time. And it's actually it's very good. There's only one underlining storyline, and that's Mando and Baby Yoda. Him really trying to keep this baby alive, even though Baby Yoda is like 900 years old, but probably 40. But Mando, that's the underlining plot, is him keeping this alive. But every other episode is just like, oh, it's just his own thing. It's like it's literally like a western. If you never watched westerns before, every episode had its own problems, had its own plot line, and that's what's great about this. So I'm very excited to see what more we get from The Mandalorian. Yes, buddy. Also, one couple more things. Haunting of Bly Manor is out this weekend. I know it's Halloween time. We all going to get a little scary, a little spooky. That's cool. I like that. But House on Bly Manor, so far, I've only been through 3 episodes so far. Hey, it's just as good as Haunting of Hill House. Wow. It's freakier. It's freakier to me because there's kids involved. When I don't know why. It's weirder. It's scarier and more creepier when kids are involved doing scary shit. It's just creepier. It gives me chills up my spine. Like, I hate seeing these type of shows because The Exorcist had to be one of the worst that we've seen from a kid, being demonically possessed, or The Omen, really, too. The original Omen, not some bullshit Omen that came out in I think the late 90s, 2000s, something like that. No, the original Damien. That shit is creepy. But but the Haunting of Bly Manor right now is good. It's great so far. And also, it's based in England. So I don't know why, but just that they're different lingo. It's a different lingo too. Like, are you mad at me? Like, if I ask you, yo, are you mad at me? No, are you cross with me? The fuck? What? Why is that this is real? You said, am I cross with you? Oh my gosh. No, but yeah, I'm it's actually very good. It's not right now. I don't have that many jump scares that we get from House of Hill, from Haunting of Hill House, but it's just creepy. It's got that creepy feel to it. Like, you watch it with the lights on if you're by yourself. Like some people, not me, but some people will watch it with the lights on, and also with the volume down low, so you're not getting jump scared. It's not me that does that. It's other people that I know that do it. I feel bad for them. Like, there's some punk asses, keeping the lights on and keep the door open just in case you got to run out the door, and keep all the lights on and close every door behind them. I don't every door that's behind them, like the closet door, and turn off the light of the closet door and make sure that it's closed. That nothing opens it up. If something does open it up, you already have the door open to the room so you can run out. I don't know who does that, but that person right there is a punk ass, and they need to get their life together. Also, maybe play the, yeah. All right, well, don't judge that, but I'm not going to judge that person, even though I just did. But but seriously, it's actually a very good storyline. It's y'all have to watch it. You just got to watch it, man. It's they actually do a very good job with these horror shows. So that's pretty cool. It's going to be pretty cool. I can't wait to watch the rest. It's only 9 episodes, so I'm very excited to watch the rest of that. All right. Lastly, I've been doing a little reading, y'all. I've been reading. Yeah, we're reading. Nah, but I've been reading this comic book. It's actually caught my attention very much, man. Oh my gosh. So the comic book is called Philadelphia. Its comic book series is called Philadelphia. I had got the paperback of the first 6 issues, and I didn't put it down. Like, as soon as I started reading it, I never put it down until I read all 6 issues. And I was like, all right, man, I got to figure out when these rest come out. And apparently 7 and 8 are already out. There's 8 that's out right now. There's another one that comes out this month. There's number 9, actually, issue 9 comes out this month. It's about vampires that are trying to take over society through Philadelphia. And to me, the person that created this is definitely a Philadelphian. Definitely a Philadelphian. They're talking about Temple. If you are from Philly, that mostly, especially North Philly, if you're around Broad Street, if you're going to the hospital, you go to Temple University Hospital. Normally, that's like the biggest thing. You go to Temple University. Period. And that's one of the places. They also talk about the Badlands. If you've never been to Philly, if you've never been to North Philly, especially North Philly, there's a couple places. Like, as everybody knows, my gamer tag is Nicetown. That's the part of Philadelphia I'm from. It's North Philadelphia, but it's called Nicetown. Not the greatest towns, but it's called Nicetown anyway. Also, across the way, it's called the place. The street is called Huntington Park, and it's a whole little area. That's called Badlands. That's called the Badlands. That's was mentioned in this comic book of Philadelphia. I'm just gonna let y'all know there's a big ass plot twist. Do not read the back of the paperbacks. Do not read the back of them. I'm just telling you this now because they destroy the plot. If you get the 6 issues, don't read the back. That's all I'm going to tell you. Don't read it because it spoils something that's actually. I'm glad I didn't read the back of it. Normally I do that with books for some reason, but this one I was like, all right, I'm just going to read it. And I started reading it and I was like, whoa, that was shocking. Like, and when I read the back after I read the whole thing, I was like, oh, this would have pissed me off. I would have been spoiled by this. But I'm just letting y'all know. I know y'all probably like, oh man, he talking about comic books. What a fucking nerd. Listen, this is not a regular comic book to me. To me, this can be read as a novel if you really wanted to. It just has pictures. It's just, and also I was like, man, maybe this is definitely a TV show. This is a fucking TV show waiting to happen. And as I went to go look it up, apparently Netflix has already inked a deal to start trying to, create something around these books. My goodness, man. Like I said, man, this is my comic book little minute real quick. Go read this. It's fantastic. It's not your regular comic book. I promise. It's not your regular one. It's called Philadelphia. You get there's 8 issues right now. There's a 9th coming out this month, at the end of this month. I think the 26th. Well, it's comic book. Normally comic books come out on Wednesdays. So the 26th, yeah, I think that's Wednesday, if I remember correctly. Whatever. Go and read this book, man. You will not be disappointed, especially during Halloween time. You're talking about vampires and darkness and shit like that. This is fucking awesome. So I definitely advise everyone, please go read this book. It's fantastic. Philadelphia. I'm going to keep saying it. Philadelphia. And definitely Philadelphians should read this. I think every Philadelphian will enjoy what this book has to offer. I mean, what these books have to offer. Trust me on this. Trust me. But with that, I want to say, man, that's the show for today. I know it's only like 26 minutes. My fault. So much going on. No, I'm playing, but I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to try to get doing this a lot more. I'm trying to get a lot more episodes in as much as possible now. But I hope everyone enjoys this. Shit, man. I saw the overwhelming support from my last episode that I had. You guys are amazing. I hope you guys continue to come back. I hope you enjoy. I'm going to try to put all my older episodes on the Anchor too, so there's more for you guys to listen to. Because I think I'm over like 120 at least episodes, and it's like only like 20 on here. So listen, man, I really do appreciate you guys listening. I really do appreciate everyone that's on YouTube that watches too. I'm going to continue to put out more product. I got more. I felt it sounded like a drug dealer. I'm going to come out with more products. Different strands. No, I'm playing. But come December, I will announce another podcast that I'm going to be creating. I hope you guys really enjoyed the next. You got a little bit of a taste of it. I'm not going to say what it is, but you got a little bit of a taste of it. But I want to make that one a little bit more family oriented. I want to be able to teach kids without, being in the classroom about some things. So that's just a couple things. It's just a little bit. There's a little taste. Let me give you a little taste. Get a little taste. One rib. We'll give you one rib. But seriously though, I am making another podcast. I'm hoping that I can start in January. That's really what I want to start doing. So I will definitely come back and talk to you guys about that. Also, once again, I want to thank everyone, man. Thank you so much. If you guys are sharing the episodes, it's even better. Thank you so much, man. And continue, please continue to be supporters. Please, I love you guys so much, man. If you guys subscribe to the Apple Podcast, also leave a review so there'd be more eyes on it. Also, whenever a review is left, like you get more people and more people seeing it. So with that, I want to say thank you guys so much. My name is Andrew Cruz. Where you can find the Cruising Podcast one more time is at Apple Podcasts. Also on Spotify or anywhere you get your podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, you can watch me on YouTube at Cruising Podcast. Also, for the latest updates one more time, it's at Cruising Podcast on Instagram, at Nicetown Finest on Twitter. Also, if you want to watch your boy play some video games, at Cruising at Nicetown_Finest 27 on Twitch. So with that, I want to say thank you guys so much for listening. Don't do what the Fuddruckers. It's too close to Halloween for random noises. But with that, thank you guys so much for listening. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I'll catch you guys as soon as possible. Definitely sometime this week, as soon as possible. Definitely catch you guys very soon. But with that, thank you guys so much. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Catch you guys later. Deuces.